Hey everybody, welcome back. The holidays are right around the corner and you're probably wondering what you should go see in theaters while you are on break from work or from school. So I got you covered. But before we get into all that, I need to change something. Welcome to my new backdrop. I've been working on it for a few months. I've been thinking of doing something like this in my house because I feel like it's been kind of boring to just do it in front of a wall or in the corner of my basement, whatever. Now I have a designated spot for making videos. I got a cool background, so let's get into it. 1917 is written and directed by Sam Mendes and stars Dean Charles Chapman and George McKay. 1917 tells the story of two soldiers who must travel into enemy territory to warn their comrades that they're walking into a trap. I actually got to see this movie early. It comes out, at the time you're recording this, it comes out on Wednesday, which is like 3 days from now. So I get to talk about this before everybody else goes to see it. And I actually really enjoy this movie. It's a really gritty movie. It's a very real war film, very immersive, and there's some really great performances. So let's get into it. So what worked? One of the biggest things that stood out to me in this movie was the camera movement. As these two soldiers go along their journey, the camera is following along with them through the trenches, through the fields, through abandoned buildings. The camera is constantly moving. Even when they stop to talk, the camera is orbiting them. So you always feel this constant motion. You feel this suspense. You feel this energy, like they have to keep going. They have to keep fighting to get through the enemy lines in order to get to the brother of one of these soldiers and to save all their comrades. Along with the cinematography, the camera movement, there's also the sound. This movie was so loud in a good way because this is a war film, of course, so there's gonna be a lot of guns, a lot of planes flying, cannons, all kinds of stuff, and you hear all of it. The sound makes you jump in your seat because it feels like you're actually there. You're just fully immersed in the environment that these people are in. Along with the sound and the visuals, there's also a lot of little details in the places they're walking that really make it feel like a real war scene. You see dead people around, you see dead animals, and you see bones. Like, it's just very creepy, very scary, very realistic and gritty. This is a very horrific time in history, and I feel like they really did a great job of establishing that environment for these characters to have to travel through. The last thing that I thought really made this movie work was the performances. We have Dean Charles Chapman and George McKay really leading the charge in this movie, metaphorically and literally. These two characters are who we focus on the most, we get the most development for, we really see who they are as people, their motivations for this mission, their doubts, their strengths, their weaknesses. We see a lot, and we really get to understand who these people are as they're fighting through these trenches. There are also some great supporting performances from Benedict Cumberbatch, Colin Firth. They don't have a lot of appearances in the movie, but in the scenes that they're in, I think they're really great. And there are also some actors who I didn't expect to see in this movie, and I'm not gonna say who they are just in case you do want to be surprised, and you're not someone that like goes on IMDb before you see a movie. So I'm gonna leave that at that, but they're also good. The only thing that I think could have been done better is there are certain decisions that certain characters make at points in the movie that I don't think made sense or were smart, but I feel like they were just in service of the plot to kind of propel the plot forward. I could look past it. It wasn't like it totally ruined the movie for me, but there were just moments where I thought, well, if they didn't do this, then this wouldn't have happened, and so on and so forth. The verdict. I think 1917 is a great time. I'm not really huge on war films, but I did really enjoy this one. There's really crazy camera work, really great set design, amazing performances, and it was a very gritty and real movie. If you want to get the full immersive experience, I definitely recommend you see this in theaters. Maybe not on Christmas Day because it's not a necessarily happy movie, but it is definitely worth checking out. So, at the time of you watching this video, have you seen 1917? What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe. Also, let me know what you think of the new background. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you have some suggestions? Let me know all that down in the comments. I have more reviews coming this week, so stick around. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.